During those first few hours, we had no idea. We came out of hospital, no complications. He was a perfectly healthy baby boy to us. The next morning, the midwives noticed that he was a little blue around the lips, and we were rushed to Starship. And from that point on, we had about 20 doctors and specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Initially, they thought he might have an infection, but soon they discovered he had a heart defect, and quite a serious one, meaning he had to have immediate surgery just to keep him alive. I just remember looking into the ICU and the surgeon giving us the thumbs up and thinking, what a little fighter he was. Less than a week later, he had undergone open heart surgery to repair his heart, and a year on, we still have to remind ourselves what he's been through and what the future holds for him. It's probably more than any of us will have to deal with in a lifetime, and he's just one of so many kids that have to battle this for the rest of their lives. Some will need multiple surgeries and some won't make it past their teens. Heart kids have been there for us right from the start, and they'll continue to be there every step of the way.
Welcome along, everyone. What was that like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
It's just go out there and give it your all every time. And
when you're young and you get in your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Nanny. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?
Hey everyone, welcome along to In the Cockpit with Kinser, but we've turned it upside down since the off-season because guess what? We've had shed night, and my good friend who you may have watched and heard yesterday at the practice at Miani joins us. Booker's with us, but I'm guessing we're going to roll back into it because nearly every track in the country will be just about up and going this coming weekend as you'll look forward to Labour weekend. So might take a break from the shed night and just bring back a good old fun show, see what we do with the season because we've got a bit of a comp we want you as the viewers to participate in as well. Hey, Books, good evening.
Evening, mate. Evening. Yeah. The season, people are excited. I'm excited. This weekend's the big. I mean, there's a couple of tracks I think that started in the South Island already, but everybody else is rearing to go. I think I put up the big poster this week to show everyone who's what and where for Speedway and times and start times, and I hope that's helping out everybody. But yeah, it's exciting, mate. I mean, I went out to practice on Saturday and did some interviews with Jeff Bicknell at Kiwi Motorsport Media. And then last night I went out there and watched practice. No one was there, so I ended up filming that for everybody to watch. We had a few people watching that, and you could just sense the excitement at the moment, building as people just want to get back into it, don't they?
Well, go back 12 months ago, opening weekend at most tracks up and down the country, whether it was Labour weekend, I tell you what, there was never an empty seat at tracks. I remember watching some of the live streams from my home and mate, it was just chock-a-block like sardines, but that's what we've been hanging out for, and no doubt the numbers commend on what you did last night at Miani. Well, we'll better get into it because we've got four guests, but before we do start bringing them in, I want to touch on the Heart Kids, that video you played just before we started the show. November 17-18, Huntly International Speedway. That particular video is dedicated to our fundraising for the 17th of November.
Yes, mate. 17th of November, the Friday night, we'll be live out of Huntly Speedway club rooms, doing our live auction again, and we're going to raise money for Heart Kids New Zealand. We've got a few people that are going to donate things already. We've got Repco Huntly has got behind it with us. Vasey Engineering has jumped behind it. They'll have stuff up for auction as well. Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes are now jumping. I'm talking to Claire yesterday. They're going to put a pack together for us to auction off. We've got live streams from Jeff Bicknell for the New Zealand champs. We've got some drivers looking in their sheds to see if they've got any wings or bodies or parts they're going to give to us to auction off. Cam Jar, young fella from Waipark, has given us the whole side of a body, Joblin body, to auction off, which is absolutely awesome. We really appreciate that. So if you're out there and you think you've got... and Murray Goodley, of course, is going to do us up some pictures again to auction off. It's just awesome. It's good to see people starting to support it again. Awesome. If you've got something out there you want to donate and chuck us to auction off for this Heart Kids, there are other tracks around the country that support Heart Kids as well, so that sort of made it easier for us to decide on that too, didn't it, Kins, you know? So,
100%.
yeah, if you've got something you want to donate that you want us to auction off and the money goes to Heart Kids, then let us know. And also come join us on that Friday night, because last year's Friday night was, mate, the laughs, the fun, it was just epic, wasn't it, Kins? It was just awesome. But just before we bring Bruce Robertson in to talk everything Palmy and Waikaraka, me and Kins have been talking, and we want to call the show something different this season, for the season that is. So it'll be Cockpit Media Presents. So you out there, give us some ideas. We decided that if we get some ideas from you guys and girls out there, we'll put a little prize pack together, and the best idea that we take that will call the show for the season, we'll send you a prize pack. So I've got some Garage 16 stuff here with NZ dirt track racing stuff, and so we'll do a comp. So chuck us some ideas of what you think, and the one we like the most we'll pick, and we will put a prize pack out, Kins, and that will be the name of the show for the season. So again, we just want to involve you out there and everybody out there to be a part of it as much as we are. So yeah, it's one way for us to go back to you, because you take time out of your busy Wednesdays, let alone Sundays, to watch your online racing. We're going to be quite involved with a lot of tracks up and down the country with the upcoming season. So if you want a special name to be recognised with our upcoming season, because we've got 13, 14, 15, 19 events we're going to be part of. We've got a full list, and it all starts this weekend, because I'll be heading down to Napier to catch up with my good friend Booker. But as we said, we've got special guests who are joining us. So we're heading down to Christchurch later on, down to the capital, Wellington. We're going to head down to the Glen, but we better catch up and see what's happening in the north with the guy who's going to talk to us right now, well known, Bruce Robertson. Robertson joins us, eh?
Hi, you guys.
How are you?
Great to be on your show. Great to be part of your show.
Hey,
Awesome.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for joining us as part of the series. We've been travelling up and down the country, way down to the bottom, just getting the ideas what tracks are preparing for the events, mate. And no doubt you're always busy when it comes to tracks. Looking forward to the season, and fingers crossed it doesn't bloody rain.
I know it was terrible last season, wasn't it? It was just rain out after rain out, and rain and miserable nights, and hopefully the weather forecasters tell us we're in for a long, hot summer. But they said the same thing last year as well, so we'll wait and see.
Well, of course, already we read on the Facebook page that the postponement for this evening's racing and practice as such, but back tomorrow at 5:30?
Yes, we at 5:30 till about 8:30. We'll run 2 sessions, and well, in actual fact, the guys will get 3 or 4 runs. So each session is at least a couple of times out. So if you've got the time and want to keep tuning your car or fine tuning it, you can head to Palmerston, and you'll be out there on the track for 3 or 4 hours. So it'll be great night for the guys to just get the hang of things. And I mean, there's some great enthusiasm. Guys were turning up this afternoon wanting to go racing, but of course the track was too wet after 1.5 inches of rain last night.
Awesome, mate. Well, let's continue with Robertson Prestige International Speedway, because like you said, the grand opening is this coming Saturday. You got the Lucas Oil Super Stocks, Super Saloon Series, and it all gets underway at 6:30.
It does, yeah. We've going a little bit earlier these nights, or just to give us a bit of leeway at the other end in case there's a hold up or that sort of thing. And it lets us run a few extra classes too. The sidecars, we've got huge numbers of them now. We're over 20, and it's just an awesome class. It's grown, and of course with the New Zealand champs later on,
Yes.
there'll be even more people wanting to come and race here just to get their setups right, I suppose. Check out their brakes.
Yeah. I like what you said there. Check them out, you reckon. Hey, then the following weekend, to see this month out of October, you got the annual Robin Pratt Memorial Stock Cars.
That's a great event. Robin passed away. He had heart issues, and doctor advised him not to go racing. But Robin, you know, that was in his heart and soul. Really, he was a stock car racer, and Peter Rees has probably won it more times than anybody. And it's been, I think, we're about our 23rd season of the Robin Pratt Memorial now. So well supported every time. Lots of visitors to it.
I actually think I'm going to make it this year to that one. I've been meaning to get to the Robin. I've been looking around and on that date, the 28th, there's not a lot on. So I've been meaning to make that one for a very long time, Bruce. So he was a good friend, Robin.
You're coming down? You're going to come down for it?
I think I'm going to this year. I keep telling Trish I'm going to get there, and I never do. But I've looked at my calendar, and I think this year I'm going to make the Robin Pratt Memorial. So because I really want to make it once, and at least, you know, I need to get there because I've promised Trish for a lot of years that I'm going to get there, and I never make it. So I think it's time I got off my ass and got down there this year.
Yeah, the local boys always try and make sure that the trophy never leaves town too, so that adds to it.
Yeah.
Well, get their books, go and do it, mate. It's only a few weeks away. I know you can do it, mate. Go and do it. And Trish will hit you up next time we see you there at Palmy as well. So you go and do it. Like every track up and down the country, there's always the fireworks to start off November. No different at Palmy as well. But you got your ramp derby and everything like that as well.
Yeah, that's early November, right on Guy Fawkes there. And it's always a great show. The local Lions Club do it. And we look forward to that ramp derby as well. Always a lot of fun for not only the spectators, but the drivers seem to revel in jumping like sheep to the slaughter.
Hey, of course, the first of the champ side of things gets underway from the Manawatu Stock Car Champs, but also you have the TQ Invasion as well on the 18th of November. Yeah,
that's a very, I guess, growing class as the TQs throughout the country. It's very strong, Auckland and over at Hawke's Bay there, and they always seem to be able to arrange things so that there's a good turnout. Each track supports each other, and Kiki is putting on some TQ racing as well this season because of the situation at Western Springs, where there's no racing now until late January or early February at the best.
Awesome. I'm thinking of heading down to this actually, books on the 25th. I'm keen to head down to watch the Superstock Masters, but they've also got the Stock Car Pursuit race, the Superstock Teams race, the Ray Tara Memorial Sidecars. That's going to be a huge weekend on the 25th of November.
Yeah, it's always a great event. The Ray Tarrant, he was a great supporter of the sidecars. He was the announcer here for many years, and family still supports Speedway here. It's great.
December 2nd.
And of course, the older guys will be racing in those super stocks, and you think the young guys are fearless, but boy, wait till you see those old guys out there. I think they just leave their brain behind and go.
Jump in and think they're 21 again, eh, Bruce?
Oh yeah. The older, what is it? The older I get, the faster I was.
So now the likes of your Dave Evans and all them, Bruce, Dave, and many others will be there, no doubt, pedaling.
Oh yeah, there's a huge lineup. I think Jake's organised, I don't know, about 15 of them so far put their hands up, and he hopes to have well into the 20s. So
cool.
It'll be a neat weekend, and lots of memories and lots of reminiscing.
Yeah. Be bloody awesome, mate. Then you move on through to December. Stock Car Best Pairs, that's getting underway the 2nd, so that'll be your go. You got another championship, though, coming up in December, the 9th, the Manawatu Superstock and the Super Saloon Champs as well, plus the Stock Car Teams Invasion.
Teams Invasion, yeah, that Teams Invasion is very popular. We've got teams all yelling out wanting entry forms, so we'll have to get them out in the next week or so to accommodate them. But yeah, there'll be quite a few teams that are dead keen to come and try their luck at the Teams Invasion.
Yeah. Then, of course, Boxing Day, you got your Caravan Boat Derby, another team's race as well to be confirmed, but you got the sidecar champs, and I'm guessing, like you said earlier in the show, you'll get a lot of sidecars turning up this to get prepared for the big one.
Oh yeah, that's plus we've got the North Island sidecars too on the 20th of January. So I guess it's turned out that with so few tracks running sidecars, we've ended up with 2 championships. The same thing has happened with the mini sprints as well. We've got a Grand Prix and a North Island there because there's not many tracks to run them. I think the New Zealand's will be at Stratford. So yeah, the sidecar will be great. 2-day event by the time we eliminate them on the first night and then go into the finals on the second night.
Any update on the international event before the year is over on December 30th? Anything happening there?
Yeah, we've got Americans coming down for that in midgets and hopefully there'll be at least one sprint car driver coming down for that. But definitely at least 3 or 4 Americans are keen to come down for that period over. It starts at Boxing Day, normally at Western Springs, but we'll run it at Waikaraka this year. And there'll be a couple of rounds at Western Springs, 2 rounds at Bay Park, and 1 at Palmerston there on the 30th, I think it is.
Yeah. And then the following few days after that, in the new year now, 2024, you've got the midget champs getting underway, the mini sprint champs, plus also the international midgets as well. That includes saloon stock car, super saloon, super stocks. That's going to be a big meeting as well.
Yeah, probably we probably won't run the internationals on the 3rd. I think that meeting will go to Bay Park, so it'll just make it a little bit easier for them to operate to run out of Bay Park. So you'll only get the one chance at Palmerston, which is on the 30th there.
Okay. The other event that's happening in January is the North Island Sidecar Mini Sprint Champs, Manawatu Youth Mini Stock Champs, but only 60 cars, but another big one.
Exactly. There's just so many, unbelievable how many mini stocks are still getting built and still getting out there on the track. I mean, it's so expensive to buy an old Corolla or a Nissan Sunny that I don't know how these guys are affording to build them. I guess they've found struts and diffs and engines, and I know the cars are very expensive, that's for sure.
Yeah, good on them. It's the future of the sport too. Then, of course,
when you think about it, virtually every New Zealand champion has come from mini stocks, and it's great.
It's a great class. Then obviously you've got the biggie, which everyone congregates to the only place to be, early February, 3rd or 4th this year. Dutech, the NZ Dutech Superstock Teams Champs. Always a massive weekend.
Fireworks both nights too.
Huge.
Pardon?
It says fireworks both nights too on there.
Oh, well, we've got to advertise. Yeah, they do those big, they let fireworks off at the start of each team's race. So,
so that's what that is.
We've got to make sure it's in our advertising and the public know, because otherwise they'll be worrying about a little puppy dog that gets a scare, or one of the kids can't sleep properly because of the noise from the fireworks. So, we've got to make it fairly well known that if we're going to let fireworks off. British team coming down again, which is awesome, and they actually own 3 cars themselves in New Zealand. So over the years they've developed these cars and had them built, and they'll almost have a team, fully supported by themselves.
Yeah.
That's
so how
awesome.
many teams roughly at this stage? Be very similar to this year, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm picking. We'll be 13 or 14 teams in that area. So I haven't heard from anybody who says they're not coming. So put it that way.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, and of course,
it's amazingly easy how it is these days. It used to be was ringing right to the last minute trying to get the teams organised and make sure that they had enough to make a team, but these days there seems to be an abundance of people wanting to go teams racing. And I mean, you see the list at Hawke's Bay the other day, and they've got about 10 people wanting to go teams racing. And the same, I think, applies at every track. Waikaraka is the same. There's a huge interest in it. And I think it's more exciting than individual racing, actually, to be able to be part of a team and the guys really revel in it.
Yeah, nearly every superstock driver we've actually interviewed on the show, you ask them that and they always go back to teams racing, mate. They could do teams racing every single bloody week. So just, is it too early to ask at this stage, Bruce, in regards to that event, the scrutineering? I'm guessing it's going to be down at the square, or you still got to wait for confirmation for all of that?
No, we've booked the square, so unless something adverse happens, we'll be scrutineering at the square as usual. And then they go down to the track about 3:30 there and start getting ready.
We're going to do a big build-up show again for that as well. So we'll get all the teams on each night and do another big build-up for that. We really enjoyed that. I think the drivers are starting to enjoy that as being part of it as well. So it's good fun.
Yeah. And we'll go live too for the viewers that are watching. We'll be live down at the square as well, talking to the teams and doing what we did last year and go around to some of the cars where they're parked up. So just make a big hype of the event. Following after that, a few weeks later, though, it's the Superstock 240 Global Challenge, another big event.
Yeah, it is. There's about 6 or 7 British drivers coming out for that this year, or they start coming to teams, and then they're going to stay on and do the global. So we'll have no shortage of international competitors there. And I mean, just going back to the teams champs, we're running super saloons as a support class this year, and we've got Bobby Pierce coming down from the States, and more than likely Jason Fager as well. So
awesome.
It'll be a select group that will be racing there. It'll be the sort of the top 10 or 12 cars in the country, and with the Americans as well. It'll be an awesome show there.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go, Madu. Answer before I even had to ask. So there you go. You got that one pretty well worked out.
So you talk about that. You're just saying about that 248 challenge and the Brits that are coming and wanting to start it. We're talking to Asher the other week, last weekend, and he was saying that over there, the amount of interest from the Brits that want to come race in that 248 challenge is incredible. Yeah. There's a shitload of them that want to come and race it.
Yeah. I think if you could get enough cars for them, or they could borrow enough cars, you'd get probably 20 of them want to come down and race. So. Even the Dutch aren't daunted by it now. Seeing the couple of young Dutch boys came out last year and showed everybody, how skilled they really are. It's not quite as daunting as they thought it was.
Hey, another big event to see February out though, mate. We love talking to the sidecar guys, Books, but they've got their championship on the 23rd, 24th, qualifying on the 23rd and 24th, the big finals. How cool is it to have them out there to host the New Zealand champs?
Yeah, it's neat to have that class. They're a great bunch, and they're always well organised and don't give any grief. I mean, the best thing ever in that class was when they did away with protests, and everything runs smoothly now. I mean, years ago there used to be protests and counter protests and protests against that protest, but now it's no protests, and they just take it on the chin and move on. It's if they're not happy, they don't gripe about it. It's all part of the racing now. You're going racing. You're not there to grizzle and complain.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
Yeah.
Moving on through to March, Peter Barry Memorial Derby Teams Race. That's the All-in Derby as well. Then, of course, you got another big one.
We'll get probably, again, 20-odd teams to that Derby.
Wow.
It's just unbelievable how they find these old cars. It's very difficult these days, and I know particularly in Auckland, they're paying $500 and $600 for Derby cars up there. It's just huge. Talking to another guy saying the scrap guys were paying $750 for Toyotas just the other day. So
holy hell!
So it's hard to compete with that when you want a Camry wagon to beat up the opposition.
Following that, you got another big one. It's a New Zealand title, Mini Sprint Grand Prix. Then, of course, you got the adult mini stock champs, the Battle of the Sexes Saloons. Another big one on the 16th.
Yeah, the Battle of the Sexes is a real fun event, that one. It's a great concept, and believe it or not, the girls usually do better than the boys. So, but we have some real talent in amongst female competitors in Speedway now. They've come through from mini stocks, and they're not daunted by anything. when you see Beck Spa and what she does, it's just amazing.
Yeah, hard out. Brett Lowe Memorial Stock Car Mayhem on the 23rd, and the 6-shooters arrived at Palmy.
Yeah, the 6-shooters are coming down. They love to come down. At least they'd come down more if we could slot them on the program. But we've managed to squeeze them in there, and they always put on a good show, well organised, and it's a great class. Probably need V8s in them, but just the same, it's with the Commodore motors, they still go half good.
Yeah. You got a double header as well, 29-30 out the month of March. It's the 2 wide. We call it the Super Net. So that's on the 29th. Super Stocks, Saloons, Midgets, Street Stocks. Then, of course, on the 30th, you've got the Sprint Cars, Midgets. You got a big back-to-back meeting, 29-30 of March.
Yeah, we always run a big meeting here. We run the Friday, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Changed it around a bit, and it's mainly open wheel stuff or the sprint cars anyway on the second night, and on the first night the street stocks always come for their tri-series. There's about 30 of them turn up. Well, we've actually started 32 in a race, so you can imagine it was a bit of mayhem for a couple of laps till they sorted themselves out. Excellent. But really good racing and a great event that Easter.
Yeah, then look forward to April. Just wrapping up the season. If things all go to plan, you get the dry weather. King of the Arena Stock Car Saloons on the 13th. Then, of course, on the 27th, the grand finale. It's the Lucas Oil Super Stock and Super Saloon Series. Plus, you have again the sidecars, BSPs, and it goes bang, bang, bang with more fireworks.
Yep, that's sort of winding the season up. But that King of the Arena is an awesome event too. The Speedway Club organised that, and go out and get sponsorship, and there's 10 grand I think there. I don't know whether it's to win it, but it's 10 grand there anyway.
Bruce, I think your camera's just disappeared for a sec, mate.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know how to get it back though. Might have to go right to the start again.
Yeah, pop back out, mate. We'll start switching over to the track up here in Auckland, and you come back in, then we can carry on and wrap it up there and see where things are. So you go do what you got to do, and then just pop back in.
There we go. Oh,
there we go. He's gone out, and he'll pop back in. So that's Palmy, everyone. That's Robertson Prestige International Speedway. Just keep an eye on their Facebook page or website, looking like it will get underway 6:30 most nights, just to make sure they get in before the hour before things wrap up. There he is. He's back. We can see him now.
Don't know what happened then.
That's all good, mate. We got you back, so that's the main thing. Let's head up to Auckland, and let's get things underway. Labour weekend up. Yeah, Waikaraka Park. Let's have a look there. 7 o'clock start times. The big opening is this Saturday.
It is, yep. Prestige Pools, Waikaraka Speedway, and we're lucky to have a great sponsor like Prestige Pools. To be honest, they do a lot of promotion and they have competitors. They're competitors as well. So they've got a saloon that they run, and it's sitting outside their showroom most of the time during the week. So it looks pretty good.
They've been associated with the track for as long as I can remember, for a few years now, eh?
Yeah, they've been, I think, about 4 years now. This will be their 4th year. So, yep, it's great to have them on board and help with a bit of the promotion up there and keeping things, bit of enthusiasm going. And
awesome.
We give them tickets to give away and that sort of thing. So they've always got plenty of interest from people wanting free tickets, I guess.
All right. There's some more. Yeah, he doesn't want a free ticket these days. Everyone wants a bloody freebie, mate. Hey, there's more racing on the 28th of October as well. That all starts at 7. Moving on through to, like every other track, November 4th, Guy Fawkes. Again, it's the Fireworks Spectacular. Yep. But also, you got Monster Truck.
We've got, no, it's not a Monster Truck show. There's a Turner's up there of putting on a Win a Wish, I think it is, for a terminally ill little boy, Freddie. And one of his wishes was to have a ride in a monster truck. So we've organised to get a monster truck up to Waikaraka, and we'll take Freddie and his family for a lap around the track in a monster truck, and we'll get a couple of old wrecks out there, and they can drive over them as well as part of it. So it'll be a great thrill for the young kids.
Yeah, they love it, mate. Hey, another big one. That's a where's he gone again? You still there, Bruce, with us? Looks like he's dropped out completely there. We've lost him. He might pop back out and pop back in. Could be just one of those things. I'm not too sure.
Phone might be going flat.
I'm just thinking that. I wonder if his phone's going flat. So there you go. Just to carry on from where Bruce left off. Obviously, like most tracks, early November is always fireworks. Moving on through to a very popular meeting in Auckland, which is here he is. He's back.
Oh no,
yeah, we can
lost
just
your
see
sound
you.
now, Bruce.
I can. Oh well, that's all right.
You're good. You're good. You're right, Bruce.
I can't see you, but carry on. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, we can see you, so that's fine. John Webster, November 18.
Yeah, John Webster. I don't know if you know the history of John Webster.
Yes,
He was a radio and newspaper man.
Oh no, we've lost him.
Yeah, we've lost him completely. Looks like we've lost Bruce with the audio. We've got his picture there, but it's like a silent movie all of a sudden.
Does it come back in or not?
All right, there it is.
You're back. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I think somebody's trying to ring me, keeps coming in. It's an Auckland phone call. So
Oh,
okay.
I don't know whether they're watching the show and trying to hijack it, or whether they really want me.
So all right. So John
It's
Webster.
probably security, actually.
Okay. All right. Then of course moving through to so we'll keep things going here. December 2nd, you got a Superstock Teams race, but to be confirmed.
Superstock Teams race is off now because Stratford they've put a Superstock meeting on. That's the trouble with some of these tracks. They're very slow at getting there.
Someone's trying to ring Bruce. That's what's causing it, mate.
Yeah. Someone's trying to ring through to get through to Bruce to have a chat with them, and sometimes that interferes with him using his phone to visibly talk to us as well. So we'll see what happens. We'll just persevere with this. So just a reminder for those who get into the Christmas festive side of things, there is a Christmas special demolition derby on the 9th of December. That's pretty well it for this side of 2023 for Waikaraka Speedway. Moving through to, of course, the new year. May want to go up there and be part of the New Year Fireworks Spectacular. It's got stock saloons and mini stocks on the 1st of January. Moving through to the 13th, which will be another big one. Bruce is back with us. We have on the 13th of January, the Saloon King of the Park.
Yes, that's a traditional event that's run in Auckland every year, is the King of the Park. So
yeah, that modified's awesome for that.
Always a bunch of visitors come for it too. It's big trophy goes with it, and some good racing.
Okay. All right, our British Lions get to have a bit of a hit out there. He's just popped out. Looks like someone's really desperately trying to ring through to Bruce. It's a Superstock Teams race, so the Lions will have a hit out before they prepare for the big event in Palmy in February. But that's on January the 27th with the Lions in the Demolition Derby.
Yep, that's you're down to Easter, are you? Is that
we're down to January 27.
Oh,
the British
27th.
Lions, yeah.
Oh yeah, the British Lions. Yep, they're there to have a hit out before the actual teams champs. Good opportunity for them to flex their muscles, I guess, and get the technicalities of the teams racing sorted out.
Wicked. Stock car teams race on February the 10th, but also a big one for street stock drivers out there. Our good friend Daniel Curran will be there. It's the 290s.
I'm not sure the date on that 290s. I think is moved actually. We're gonna there's a clash there with some other championship too. So I think the 290s is now coming further down the dates.
All right. Okay. Another name that's associated with this track, especially when it comes to the Auckland All-Stars, she was always there supporting the team, Ollie Brown.
Brown.
Wonderful lady, Ollie Brown. But Superstocks in another big one, the Modified Dirt Cup.
Yep, that Dirt Cup's been a traditional 20-odd years it's been running, probably longer, maybe 25 years, and huge money on the nose. And we usually get a couple up from the South Island, which is great too. So it's a great modified event.
Oh, it's fantastic. I've been to a few of the Dirt Cup Sakins, and they're they're awesome.
Yep.
Bloody awesome meeting.
Yeah, it is. It's great racing, and great numbers turn up for it too.
Yeah.
grew up watching the old Dirt Cup for many, many, many years, going way back to the 90s and everything like that. Hey, then, of course, you got the big one, obviously. They won it in Huntly. They get to host it. That's how this works. The New Zealand stock car teams are qualifying on the 1st. The finals are on the 2nd of March.
Yeah, that's a great credit to the Auckland Alley Cats for taking it home, bringing it to Waikaraka, and it'll be a great event. They're currently just raising a bit of funding for the team. There's $100 tickets I've just seen come through today, so it's going to be a great event as usual.
All right. Another big championship is the North Island Modified Champs, mate, and the Auckland Superstock Champs. That's all on the 16th of March.
Sure is. Yep, that'll be another good night for plenty of good nights racing all the way through. In actual fact, at Waikaraka.
All right, and another big one there. If you love teams, say if you want to go to Auckland, go and check this out. It's Unforgiving. It's the TWS and PTS Superstock Teams Nationals, including the Auckland Modified Champs and the King of the Park Street Stocks. That's on the 19th and 20th of April.
Oh yeah, that's the ultimate. That's not quite as the same as Palmerston, but it's totally different racing and a whole different concept up there. That's for sure. It's not. If you do well at Palmerston, you're probably not going to do well up there because things change so much.
Yeah.
That's a fact too. That's a big difference.
Yeah, it is a fact.
They get up there. It's always a little bit different when they get to Waikaraka for the teams nats.
Yeah.
And then May 4th is the grand finale, King of the Park, and the Butcher's Picnic as well. So that will see the season done.
Yeah. That Butcher's Picnic. There's a few more of them every year. Get brave enough to go on it. A few of them for a start are a bit apprehensive, but no, they get stuck in, and they've got all season to fix their cars anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
Well, awesome, Bruce. Well, thank you. I'll let you go and disappear for a bit because someone's drastically trying to ring or do something to get a hold of you.
Sorry about those interruptions.
That's all right.
Mate, that's all right.
That happens.
It's fine.
From home, and then I wouldn't have had the interruptions, but when you're at work here, it keeps feeding through.
That's fine. It's fine.
You would have done too because it's through on my mobile, so who's ringing me, I don't know. All the best. Thanks, guys. You're doing a great job.
Thanks,
Well
Bruce.
done.
Cheers, Bruce.
We'll talk again before the season's out, I'm sure.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you, mate. Bruce Robertson there joining us to talk a couple of tracks that he's associated with.
Tracks, isn't it, Kins, for that? You know.
Lot of racing going on there. Scott Tennant, Kokpit Racing and Media, Auckland Alley Cats has a good ring to it. Look at that, old Scott bloody Tennant.
I got $100 ticket with your name on it. That must be what Bruce is talking about with the tickets, eh?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's not muck around. Let's bring in our man from Christchurch, Woodford, Glen, Steve Lennon. Hey, Steve, thanks for waiting patiently, mate.
Hey, guys, how are you?
Good, mate. Good. Thanks for being patient there and sitting in the background. I know I don't want to talk New Zealand stock car teams with you because that's a bit bloody, you can scratch your neck, mate. We'll leave it at that, eh? Bruce was pretty happy.
Pardon?
It's all good. Mate, how you been? How things been with the off season?
Yeah, pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, actually. We haven't had a lot of huge projects out at the track this off season. We did a fair bit last year, and so yeah, pretty quiet in that department. So I've enjoyed a bit of a nice long off season, to be honest. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah. Cool, Les. And the young fella getting ready to race again, no doubt.
Oh yeah. No, he's all set to go. He's done a couple of practices, and yeah, we've got opening night this Saturday. So yeah, no, he's all set to go.
It's just another big night. Of course, it's a night trophy challenge as well this Saturday.
It is, yeah. It's our annual Molly Young New Zealand Trophy Challenge. We run that event every year with all of our classes racing, or 8 classes of the 9 that we've got. So 25 events on Saturday night. So it'll be huge.
Massive night. Then, of course, what I like about what you're doing, you're a week ahead of everyone else, but why not? October 20th, it's a fireworks extravaganza.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we do that on purpose because we're a week before everybody else. So what do? Come to us. Don't wait. Yeah. So, that's our traditional date with that. We always open Labour weekend, and then we always run our fireworks extravaganza the weekend after it's worked like that for 40 plus years. So don't change a winning formula.
No, exactly, mate. You know, get the kids going back-to-back weeks going, wow, ooh, and getting sore necks looking at bloody fireworks. You know, families love it. The kids love it. Moving into November, it's Super Saloons. You got the Super Cup down there on the 11th.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've got the Super Cup back again this year. It's been a long-going series, well organised, and I think I'd say they've got their ducks lined up with that, and we'll see a good field of those as we head into the sort of championship season with them down this way this year, the Super Saloon. So yeah.
Awesome. And then
so
of course
I'm not
you got a
laughing at
saloon
your
series.
answers, Steve. I'm reading some of the questions in the chat.
I see
got
that.
A few.
Let me guess. Blair Unenberg?
Yes, Blair Unenberg, yes.
And Lloyd Richards.
Braden Lennon.
Yeah, you've got Blair.
Caleb Douglas. Tim
They're
Ross,
asking about
maybe.
your trophies there, mate.
What trophies?
And behind you.
They're not mine. I was never really good for trophies. They're actually RC stock car trophies.
Oh, is it? So what do you do with RC stock cars?
Oh, no, not as much anymore, no, but Brado does. He's sick for it. I think if he spent less time and money on that, he'd probably have 2 super stocks in the shed.
Hey, moving on through to November 25, Saloon Series, and of course you got the Canterbury Superstock Champs.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's a bit of an early start for the Canterbury Champs for the Superstocks this year, but we've got quite a congested season this year with the number of championships we've got. So trying to find dates to suit everything's real tough, and January's generally a write-off for anything at Woodford Glen because all the national classes are away chasing the New Zealand Championships around the countryside. So then February's gone for Superstocks too, realistically, with the teams champs on and stuff like that. So it's hard to find a spot for it, believe it or not. We're sort of we're not like some of the North Island tracks. We don't get that good weather into April, so we try and just sort of wind it all up by the end of March because it just turns to shite down here. It gets cold and wet, and not worth trying to have a crack.
Oh, mate, we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Booker's weather prediction is going to have a bit of a drought, and we'll all get a good speedway season up and down the country.
Yeah, mate, I'll tell you
December
what,
1st.
I'm going to be in the shit, aren't I, by the end of this season?
You are. You're going to eat your own words, mate. Mainland Stock Car Team, South Island Modified Champs. That's all coming up early December.
Yeah, we've got we've got the South Island Modified Champs and the New Zealand Modified Grand Prix, and we put them the 2 modified deals together on purpose just to try and make it attractive for any North Island guys that were keen to attend the GP in particular, to maybe look at one ferry crossing and get a crack at the South Island Champs at the same time. And Ian White from White Gold over on the coast there, a stalwart of the modified class, I believe he's put some fat up as well to get them over there on the Sunday for the Gold Rush. So we're pretty confident that we should attract a good field. In fact, we've already got 2 or 3 confirmed North Islanders, and Brad Lane, which is huge, and Jason Kalin out of Stratford, and Jonas England from Wellington so far. Plus, I've had a couple, 3 phone calls from other drivers keen to attend. So it was a good move in the end, and then putting it together with the mainland stock car teams champs over 2 nights. It's a mega show, really. I think it'll be huge.
Oh, good to have the 1 and 2 NZ down there. Why not? Then you got your other event on the Boxing Day as well, which is a Demolition Derby. Let's go through to 2024. We carry on with more modifieds. You got the Canterbury Champs, plus you've got the South Island Street Stock Champs. Yeah,
we do. Yeah, South Island Street Stock Champs. So that'll be a good show. Our street stock guys now to put on a good show. That'll be entertaining, and of course, backed up with the Canterbury Modified Champs as well. That'll be another good event. Yeah.
What a way to start 24 as well, with a big event 19-20 January. Here's one you do not want to miss out on, the New Zealand Super Saloon GP, and of course the Canterbury Stock Car Champs.
Yeah, 100%. That'll be a big show. A lot of interest in the Super Saloon class at the moment, and we've been fortunate enough to get a couple of top North Island cars put a C on the car this year and base their cars out of Christchurch. So that's a real bonus for us in our club. And obviously great for the whole of the South Island Super Saloon scene to have those guys down here, hopefully on a pretty semi-regular basis. And in fact, Bodie Abrahamson's he's booked in for our opening night show already. He just attended one of our practices, and he's also booked in for fireworks night at this stage. And so yeah, pretty happy to have them guys down here. Craig Cardwell's the other one. Obviously a name synonymous with Woodford Glen. Originally from here, obviously, and Tony was a multiple New Zealand champion, as you're probably aware. So it's cool to have them here again this year. It's not the first time Craig's contracted out of here, so and he won't be here to run second or third or anything like that. So it'll be really, really good.
Yeah, he's only got can only go up. He's got a 3 on the car. It's looking bloody good as well. And Brody actually just lives. Yeah, it looks sharp. And Brody just lives up the road from me, so he's not far. He's in Fitty, so I've seen the boys travelling on through. You got your sprint car War of the Wings, February the 9th.
Yeah, we've got around to that back. It's been a few years between checkered flags with that group, and Kevin Freeman's been the driving force behind that. I caught up with him at the Speedway New Zealand conference, and we discussed it, and basically over one beer and a bit of chit chat, it was a done deal, and we booked it in. So yeah, that'll be awesome. They're definitely, obviously not a class that we contract, and they're just down the road from us there at Ruapuna Speedway. But every time they've come, they've been very entertaining. They get around that track pretty quickly. So yeah, we're looking forward to having them back. It'll be a great night.
Hey, another great night for the Super Saloon drivers. There's a lot of Super Saloon action down at this track. It's February the 10th. It's the South Island Super Saloon chance, mate. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Good old rotation, they call it. Yeah, we could then have five South Island championships and 2 Grand Prix. Good luck. I shouldn't be saying it like that. It's a lot of tracks are probably going, wow, how cool. It'd be green with envy, but it actually creates a lot of work. And don't get me wrong, we're obviously happy to be hosting those championships, but I personally would like to see them spread out a little bit more. I mean, we've got 5 South Island championships, like I said, and a couple of Grand Prix. The downside to that is a whole heap of South Island tracks have got nothing. Yeah. So I just can't get my head round why our group think that that's a good move for the growth of the sport when you've got clubs they have nothing to look forward to, and we've got all these championships, one of the biggest clubs in the South Island, if not the biggest club. So again, I just don't feel that that's good for fostering the sport, growing the sport, and so forth. And some of these smaller clubs, they'll really, really struggle this year without having a major event to look forward to.
Yeah, well, saying that though, Steve, I think that's going to be a problem anyway this year financially for everybody involved in Speedway and spectators. I think that might hit us all as well this year. So like you say, it would be nice to see. They do talk about it being rotation, but sometimes that rotation makes it that one track has everything, and the smaller people, and it's hard for them to survive. It's not good.
100%. Yeah, they need to. I don't 100% know the answers to it, but I feel that I'm not suggesting that we go back to the old days of horse trading the championships off, but I think we need to get together as a group and nut it out and actually communicate with each other and try and just make it a bit fairer for everyone. Hey, we're the major winners out of this. Financially for our club, it's huge. We'll do really well out of it. But like I say, I just don't see that it's good for the remaining tracks in the South Island that are struggling to get a buck through the gate. And here it looks like Big Brother Woodford Glen's taking everything on. And it's not like we can hang them back and say, oh, hey, we don't want to host that championship. I'd be out of a job pretty quickly. Our club members, they'd probably hang me. So not an option to say that, is it?
Well, if you did say that, then they blacklist you a little bit too, don't they? And won't give it back to you in a hurry. So,
One you have wondered what a normal job would be like again, to be honest. It'd be quite nice for me. Monday to Friday. Well, I mean...
Oh, blimey. Hey, then, of course, in February as well, 16, 17, the South Island Superstock and Stock Car Champ. So that's going to be a massive weekend as well.
Yeah, that'll be huge. Yeah, really, really, really looking forward to that one. I think, I know we've got over 50 stock cars registered this year at Woodford Glen again. And obviously, speaking of Superstocks, we've had 4 stock car drivers move up to that class this year alone. 3 of them are on track the Saturday, so that's massive for the Superstock class. Our Superstock numbers are going from strength to strength, and it'll be neat. I've actually put the Superstocks down for 2 nights because I'm optimistic and hopeful that they'll get over 26 cars for it, which will be the first time in probably 10 plus years that you've had to run the South Island Superstock Champs over 2 nights. If they don't get to that over that 26 mark, we'll just put it down to the 1 night. But I know, now that the North Island drivers can do a South Island championship and vice versa, I'm also hopeful that we might be able to attract some of those North Island drivers to shoot down here and grab a South Island title opportunity anyway. So, that'll be massive. And, of course, the stock car class, we should I wouldn't be surprised if we had 60, 70 entries for it. So it's definitely a massive 2-night show and worthy of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's move through to March because you've got a pretty busy month of March. There's a big event that's coming up, but first and foremost, State of Origin. It's the Canterbury Saloon Chats, but the State of Origin, the old street stocks, eh?
Gotta love those grubbies.
Yeah, you gotta love them, mate.
Yeah, they're massive down here. Like, not just at Woodford, Glen, nationwide. Some of our best speedway drivers. We talk about youth mini stocks, for example, and the future of the sport and the growth that they've produced, but how many national champions and other major classes started in street stocks?
Yeah.
Rodney Wood.
Yes.
Malcolm Nardai.
Yes.
Richie Taylor out of Super Saloons and at Woodford Glen started in street stocks. So the list goes on.
Fluffy.
Sorry?
Fluffy did too.
Did he start in street stocks?
He went to the track with a doobie car. And they put it through, and he said, "This you've reinforced. This is more like a street stock." And he said, "Oh well, I'll race those then." And off he went.
Classic. Yeah. So our street stocks have, in general, even in the South Island and Eden as well, they've been they're just such a massive class at our club. They're and they're decent blokes too. Not saying that the other people involved in our club aren't either, but if there's a working beat, you guarantee the street stock class will turn up. They're real club people, and they know how to put a show on. And that street stock State of Origin, if you haven't seen it in the flesh, you've got to come and watch it. That's unreal. These guys really know what to do. Great fun.
And another event you want to really see in the flesh is a big one. It's a 8th and 9th of March. I don't need to say much more. I know Booker was down there not that long ago for it as well. Battle of the Stocks, mate. It's huge.
Yeah. That's massive. Yeah. It's a great event, and it's an event we're really proud of. And we've faced a bit of pressure over the years to change it up and try and get more people in it. But mate, it is what it is because of how it was started and how we're carrying on with it. It's elite. If you open it up and just let anyone attend, guess what? It just becomes any other super stock event. There's enough of that already. It's an invite deal. Once you're in, you're in. If you drop off, you're out. Simple as. We love it. It's a very, very popular event, and it's famous for its after-match function as well.
Yes. I the year I went, there was a big bloody, who was it? Fluffy will probably remember now. He put on the big seafood and everything.
Campbell McManaway.
Yeah, put a huge feed on the pits for everybody.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, massive, eh?
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. Big Barbie. Yeah. And then Malcolm Nardai does the same thing. He brings his trailer over and he gets the old white bait out and cooks everyone a feed. Yeah. It's just
awesome.
Just a really, really neat deal. It's just a great environment, great atmosphere. Yeah, it's awesome. I've already got people ringing up about it. How do I get into it? How do I get in? Am I still on the list? Yeah.
There's a couple of questions in there, actually. Harley Rob, mate, he had the jump in there. You know Harley had the jump in.
Here we go.
Steve, you really need to do your helmet up, mate. Stephen, you really need to do your helmet. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah. Ask Harley, has he got a helmet?
Yeah, there you go. Have you got a helmet, Harley? There's a lot of questions coming, obviously, with the BOT. Battle of the Stop, BOTS. Yeah. Wayne Hemi seems to have popped up here all of a sudden. Is Wayne Hemi coming? Is a Red Rocker Motorsports coming back again? We just have to wait and see, I would guess.
Yeah.
Oh, his internet's going a bit funny on him.
Yeah, it must be his little Wi-Fi. Hopefully he'll come back in. He's just got to catch up to us at the moment. But that's that weekend, March 8th and 9th for viewers who are watching. So book that weekend in, and hopefully
Steve's
Steve
locked
can
up
come
there.
back.
We don't know what's happened.
Might have locked up. He might just pop back out. Then if you can hear us, then pop back in. We'll see how we go. We are still going to head down to Wellington as well after this. But just reminded to March 23rd is the Modified Invasion, the ramp race, and the Demo Derby.
My phone went flat.
The phone went flat. Oh, the phone went flat.
Oh, so
can you still hear us,
you might have to pop out and come back in again because your screen's locked up. Hang on, I'll see if I do this. Here we go. So, we'll get a quick word back. Oh, there he is. Oh, no.
No, it's like you said, it looks like his phone's gone flat. Chris Brown, tell Brado to get off those dirty websites. Jess Pierce.
Well, that wraps up the season for them, but Steve should be back with us shortly. So what we'll do is we might bring in
Jess,
Aaron
his phone.
from...
Bring Aaron in. Let's bring Aaron Wellington. Aaron Wellington committee member.
Okay.
Bring in Aaron Wellington committee member,
bring
mate.
Aaron in. There's Aaron. Oh, we've lost Steve-O, so we'll see if he comes back. Hey, mate.
How you doing?
Oh, look, there's some sexy fella in behind you there, mate. Who's that?
We got you on live. We got you on live.
Misbehaved. Has his wife twisted his arm behind his back or what?
What's he done to your arm, mate, Big Al?
What'd you do?
Fell off a ladder.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm going to drive.
He'll be right.
Hey, good to have you back on the show, Aaron. How you been, mate?
Yeah, mate, really, really good, and it's really exciting to be able to come to you guys in the capacity of being a committee member. Obviously, with our side of the media thing slowing down a little bit, I had a little bit more time over the winter and the summer this year, so I thought I'd get ensconced in my local club and yeah, get the word out there. What an awesome season we've got coming up here at Wellington Family Speedway.
Mate, you got to say everything right because you've got a guy who's a true legend of the place standing right behind you. Give you a clip over the ears if you say the wrong bloody thing.
Hey, look, I got my Young Guns t-shirt on and everything, mate. I'm representing. It's all good.
What's happening with your modified, mate? What's happening for you personally in your racing season?
The modified is right behind me here. We're very, 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 very close with that. So we're looking forward to getting that out there. See you later, Al. Thanks very much. So no, we're looking forward to getting the mod out there, and it will be out there this Sunday. And in fact, what actually ended up happening was we didn't think we had any chance whatsoever of getting the mod ready. So another Kokpit mate of mine, Aaron Wilton, he decided to get his spare street stock up and running. So this Sunday I am doing my first double duty evening. So yeah, pretty excited.
Oh, you fit young bugger, you, mate. Talking of the opening, you said it Sunday. Looking forward to that. And why not get underway at around 6 o'clock, mate?
Yeah, that's the one, man. It's going to be great. Like so many other tracks are running on the Saturday. We're running on the Sunday, so it gives heaps of people the option of shooting out to Palmy on the Saturday night. You guys are talking to Bruce before, and then get yourselves down here to Timarua on the Sunday, and it's going to be big. Like the amount of work and effort that's gone in over the off season, just with club members and everyone helping, and what's been done at the track, we're really, really excited to get things kicked off.
All right, mate. Just do a bit of shout out to you that's watching. Carl Carpenter says, "Hey, Aaron, mate." Jess Pierce, "Hey, Aaron." Tanya Gillum, and also Lacey. Lacey's watching up the dub as always. Aaron, Carl said you might have to jump in the TQ one day, mate. Let's move through.
If I could fit.
If you can fit. Moving through to like everywhere else, fireworks. The Renee Huya Orange Skies fireworks gets underway on the 4th of November.
Yeah, that's a massive one for our club, and great support there by one of the club sponsors, Renee Huia. She's a local real estate agent here, does big things for the club, and they actually have three stock cars involved as well. So they get in behind that every year, and not just the sponsor getting in behind it, the club gets in behind it, but Upper Hutt and the Greater Wellington region get in behind it as well. The place is absolutely packed for that because we believe we have the best fireworks show in the country.
Wonderful, mate. Moving on through to the 11th of November, Super Stock Shootout and the Stock Car Knockout, plus also the Arapere Modified Memorial.
That's the one.
That's a really, really big one. The shootout's huge. It's been incredibly successful and a great format. And last season it just went down really, really well. Last year we also had our first Tama Arapere Memorial. For those who don't know, Tama Arapere was a great modified driver. The whole family is involved in Speedway. Race against one of his sons, Jordan, in the modified, and Sheldon's well known in the stock cars and stuff. So a man that we lost way too soon, and it's good. We've got a. I heard Bruce talking about the was it the Ron Pratt Memorial?
Robin Pratt, yep.
Robin Pratt Memorial, and been going for 26 years. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing how long we can honour this one and get out there. But if you want to see great great super stocks, and a massive field of modifieds with a whole heap of passion to win that trophy. That one's not about the money. That one's really about the honour of taking that trophy on behalf of Tama there.
Awesome, mate. Mini Stock Capital City Cup comes up on the 25th, followed with also the Street Stock Double Down.
Yeah, that's the one, man. Like so many other clubs around the country, we've got some awesome things happening in the mini stock class here. The numbers are absolutely packed, and it was great. Actually, we had our last working bee tonight up at the track. And, you get out and do all of those little things. And the amount of mini stock drivers there was absolutely awesome. So, we've definitely got to make sure we have that day in the spotlight for our mini stockers. And what else can we say about street stocks though? We've got a massive year of street stocks at Wellington this year. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of tracks are talking street stocks, heaps of street stocks, especially down in the south. Demo Derby on Saturday, the 9th of December. Then, of course, you got your Boxing Day Triple Wellington champs on, obviously, Boxing Day, Tuesday, 26th of December.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's a good one for those that are still hanging around in the area, and we have people come from out of town sometimes and things like that. So it's another one that's really well supported, So yeah, Boxing Day. If you're around our way and you haven't got anything to do after Christmas Day, then grab yourselves a nice feed and come and watch some cars go around the track and get you covered in dust.
Why not? Why not? After your Christmas puddings and everything like that, go and have a hot dog and chips at your local Speedway track. Moving through to 2024, once you've celebrated all the New Year's and everything like that, you got the Pro Wash Wellington Street Stock Champs.
Yep, Pro Wash. So Pro Wash Wellington Street Stock Champs. That's really cool. So Pro Wash are a new sponsor on for that class this year. So welcoming them on board to the Wellington scene for the street stocks, and that one's really getting down to sort of being a bit of a dress rehearsal for the big one.
Yeah, the big one which we're talking about obviously is the New Zealand Street Stock Champs, the 19th and 20th of January. We caught up with some South Island promoters a little while back when we kicked off the series of what we've been doing around the tracks, and I know there is a lot of South Islanders heading on up your way, mate, because they love the street stocks down in the south. They want to come and compete against the north, and why not do it just across the Cook Strait at Wellington at the Family Speedway for a big night, 19-20 Jan. Do not miss that one out.
No, absolutely. Like that's the one of the big ones for us this year, and even just locally, like for this Sunday, we put out the standard 26 entries for a 3-race program, and those spots were gone, and street stock drivers were ringing us up. So we've had to go 34 car field just for a club night this weekend. So I've been talking to a few friends down south. It looks like there's potentially a good couple of dozen from Christchurch and another dozen or so from Invercargill and Nelson, and then you'll obviously have that North Island contingent as well. It is on the same weekend as the World 240s, but not everyone's into that. There's plenty of street stock fans around the country. And I can assure you, Wellington will be putting on a pretty bloody cool event. If you can't be over there in Rotorua, you definitely got to be here. That's for sure.
It's a shame that it's on that weekend, really, for us.
Yeah, it is. We would have been there. I know we would have been there.
I see Steve's in the background too, Kinser. We'll bring him back in again soon when we.
Yeah.
Just letting you know he's come back.
What you're associated with yourself, Aaron, is the Wellington Modified Champs. It's the first Saturday after Teams Champs.
The Garage 16.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so back to it after Teams Champs. Everyone will be a little bit hazy, and there won't be much work going on in the garages that week. So we have to try and keep it all nice and tidy before we head off for Teams Champs. But no, it's great. Garage 16 are back as a class sponsor for this season. So it's an event we really look forward to. And
bloody Big Al set you up there, mate.
And you know what just fell off?
What?
The hard luck trophy I won for last season for smashing up so many cars. Hey, bring that thing over here, would you? I'll show you. This is what happens when you total a couple of cars and you put yourself on the trailer more than you put yourself around the track. You win yourself a hard luck trophy. But yeah, no, honestly, we're looking forward to the Wellington Mod Champs.
Awesome, mate. To wrap up February, final Demolition Derby. Then we move into March. You got the Custom Paintwork Stock Car Eliminator.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the word eliminator or stock car, right? That just works really, really good. So
Yeah.
I'm sure most of the Speedway fans out there will know what that's all about. So yeah, definitely another one to get to. Huge field and be a huge night of action, that's for sure.
All right. Following 23rd of March, Wellington Super Saloon and the Black Sheep Wellington Mini Stock Champs.
Yeah, mini stock champs. That'll be a big one. As I said, we've got heaps of mini stocks. Shout out to Black Sheep as well. They've been part of Wellington's. We've been building new corporate boxes at the track, so we've got 9 new corporate boxes for any of those who know where the old train carriages were that were a little bit less than sanitary, let's face it. So, 9 brand new things have been put in there. One of our committee members, Paul Fairbrother, has been running that, and Black Sheep have been part of helping us do the fit out in that as well. So yeah, cool to have them involved, but yeah, cool to have them involved in the mini stocks as well.
At the start of our show tonight and over the last few weeks, you would have seen Booker playing a video for Heart Kids. We are doing a fundraiser 17th November, Huntly International Speedway. So that's only like a month away from today, to be honest. And then on the 18th of November is the big teams and everything like that at Huntly. So we've decided to give our charity of funds that we fundraise from the auctioneering. And thank you to everyone that's given kindly. We want you to jump on board because on the 6th of April, is a Heart Kids charity meeting, which is going to be big down in Wellington.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no, definitely a big one. Great charity, and sometimes maybe with Speedway, we just got to get out there and support those good causes, and like any other track, I think as a sport nationally, we're pretty good at that stuff. So yeah, obviously as a club, we want to be up there as well, playing our part.
Okay, mate. And
penciling that in my calendar that date.
Are you?
Yep.
Yeah,
I've just decided now, Kin, 6th of April. I've just looked at what we've got booked this season, and there's nothing on the 6th of April at this stage. So it's got on here, I can click add to calendar. So I've just added that a meeting because it's for the Heart Kids meeting. I'm going to make that meeting because I can't make any of the others. I can't make the Garage 16 Modifieds because it's the same as our another meeting we're doing. So...
all right, book us in, mate. Book us in.
I think I'm going to have to go down.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. I'll save you a spare room, Kins, and I'll save you a spot in the driveway for the cockpit bus there, Box.
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Thank you. We'll jump in. Yeah, I'll be on the plane flying down for that. Season grand finale wraps up on the 20th, so that just about does the season. Then, of course, you got the Wellington Speedway prize giving ball coming up. Book. We might have to go to that.
Mate.
in our tuxedos for the night, the 25th of May, mate.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be a good one. We can get you guys up. I reckon you could entertain the guests a little bit on that night. I reckon that'd be fun.
Adios. Yeah, we'll have fun, mate. We'll have fun. Lacey says, "Come and say hi at the pit gate, Booker." Yeah, we'll do that. What's happening to the outlaw teams? Dan Sherman's asking. What's going on there? The outlaw teams.
I have absolutely no idea.
All right. Well,
You
don't know what you don't know, and So one of those things. Obviously, this is a situation where they send in the newest club member to do their live stuff, and so some things, unfortunately, I don't know the answer to, and that's
sweet. And
there's no.
So good that'll be the.
There's no. I noticed on the calendar, I didn't see it. There's no big, what's that big prize money meeting that's normally there?
It's a $10,000 Superstock race.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Superstock shootout.
Yeah.
That's the same night as the Arapiri Memorial.
Oh, it was. Yeah, of course it was.
No, it's the same night as Arapiri Memorial, Aaron.
Sounds like a rabbit. He's a parrot.
I don't know why you didn't listen to me in the first place, Aaron. I told you it was that night. Man. God, you committee members. We're going to bring Steve back. I think we'll bring Steve back in for a quick chat and bring him in with you, I think, because I think he's looking for some modified thing in Woodford, Glen there, some Garage 6.
Hey, Aaron, just quickly though, just quickly, Aaron, just for you, with some of those major events, live streaming, they will be happening, I'm guessing, out of Wellington for some of the viewers who may want to buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely some really cool live streaming. We've got the Pits TV here for the New Zealand Street Stock title. So yeah, you'll be able to get all over that. And I am pretty sure the Pits Media boys are here for the Superstock Shootout as well.
Awesome, mate. Just back to you, Steve. I know we just wrapped up the whole season at Woodford Glen. Obviously, Pits TV will be there, Jason, the boys, and everything like that, doing your live streaming.
Yep. We've got them booked in for a few shows so far. They're I think their first one with us is that mainland stock car teams champs with the modified deal, the Grand Prix in the South Islands. I'll probably do our Boxing Day show again. South Island Superstock and Stock Car Champs, Street Stock State of Origin, and Battle of the Stocks.
Awesome.
And maybe the modified invasion at the end too.
Yeah. I was just going to wrap that up.
I've just got to find a sponsor for it, though, to pay for it.
Oh, do you? Oh.
All right, we better have a chat.
Peer pressure.
I might be getting the spoon talking to.
Yeah. No, I'm retiring. You're right.
Me too.
Where's your
I had a flat battery before.
Did you?
Yeah. Well prepared.
You're not the first guest we've had that's happened to.
Yeah, the old live streaming sucks the old battery life, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, once upon a time we had Ross Ashby had the same thing, and his wife Adele had to run around and get her phone and put them back on again. But hey, that's life, mate. That's life.
Yeah.
Rookie.
So Steve, you'll have a few cars and that heading up north this year with the C's on them, obviously, and you know, like with the W cars, we'll be doing the Tiki touring around. So have you got a busy season outside of Woodford Glen?
Myself?
Yeah, like following the sun around as well as being a good promoter.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Forgot about that part of it. Yeah. I'm not sure what his plans are 100% yet. Like, obviously new to the Superstock class, so I think his plans to see how the car goes in the early part of the season before he makes any decisions on trips. It'll probably come down to a little bit of budget and stuff like that. So, but hey, if he wants to go somewhere racing, we'll go. Don't worry about that. But he's just got a bit on his plate with his side business, BL Graphics, obviously, and so forth. And but hey, if he wants to go out a trip, I know we're definitely planning on doing a couple of trips up to Nelson. New Zealand champs are there next year for that. But other than him, I'll be in Palmy for the Superstock teams champs myself. Always, I don't miss it. It's always a great deal, especially when your home team defending champion. Yeah, 100%. The mighty Eagles, eh? Let's go. But as far as that goes, I probably won't be going to watch many championships out of Woodford Glen. We've got as you know, we've got a really busy year at Woodford Glen, so I want to concentrate on that and so forth. But I would love to have come to the New Zealand Street Stock title, but unfortunately, it is what it is. We can't. We've got the Super Saloon Grand Prix on at the same weekend, and obviously we've just followed Cromwell with the New Zealand Super Saloon Champs date, which is common sense, looks after the driver. Otherwise, I probably would have ventured to the Wellington Street Stock Champs.
Oh, we were going to bring you out of retirement. I'm very devastated about that. It would have been an actually good battle between the two of us out there on the track. But actually, and speaking of battles on the track, I think I can speak for my committee if I was to put a wee steak dinner on who had the biggest crowd at one of their events this year.
I'll double that down and I'll go eggs and chips with that steak dinner.
You're on, buddy. You're
I like it medium rare. You might as well pay up now. I like it medium rare. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. This is a real bet, Aaron. I reckon a Christchurch car will be 1 NZ in the Street Stock title. There you go. Just
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to have to be a W because it's got to go to a hometown person. And I know we've potentially got a little bit of hardening up to do up here, but we've got plans. We've got a training camp. We've got all sorts of things going on, and we're going to make sure we absolutely kick your guys' ass. That's without a doubt.
Perfect. I hope they're listening. No, hey, let's be honest. I was talking about the state of street stocks back in the day, and Wellington, by virtue, has also had a heap of top drivers in other classes that were in the street stock class as well. Started off in the street stock class. Richard Gaskin.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. It's very, very strong. Yeah, you guys have got a great contingent of street stocks down there. I know I'm on as a Wellington committee member. We sponsored the GP last year, and that's what's got me so excited about what we're trying to do here with the New Zealanders this year. It's it was just a great weekend of fun with some good buggers, a few crazy buggers, and a few bits and pieces going on. But other than that, mate, we none of us had to be bailed the next morning or anything, so we're good.
Honestly, those street stock guys, aren't they just a great bunch of blokes?
Yeah.
They're just, there's no sheep station on the line. They've got the I'm not being derogatory towards any other competitor. I want to say this in any other class, obviously, but I don't know, they're real, and they're just there for the fun. It reminds you of what we got into it in the first place, in the grassroots and having fun and making mates. And leave it on the track. I just can't speak highly enough of the street stock class. Like I say, we're real lucky with our guys at Woodford Glen. They are all a good bunch of blokes, down to earth, and they help out with anything. And just for the record, just putting it out there, fast fact from Steve Lennon: Woodford Glen's produced the most New Zealand street stock champions, bar none. Just
hey, just talking of that, Jess has jumped in here. Jess Pierce laugh. She'll laugh. I'll pay money that Steve will stream the street stock champs while he's at the Woodford Glen with the Super Saloon GP. You will, eh?
Oh, is the Pope a Catholic? Gee whiz. Yeah, can't worry about that. That's not a first. Yeah.
Well, it looks like both tracks have got some amazing events on this season, which is awesome. It is.
There's some real good stuff going on.
Yeah,
and a brighter weather forecast.
I'm going to pull everybody up a bit because we've gone well over our allotted time of keeping people interested. But hey, listen, we wish you guys all the best for your season, and we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. And we know you're all both busy schedules, so we appreciate that. And I wish you all the best for the season, and I can't wait to see who pays who for the steak meal. And if a Christchurch car takes 1NZ, I tell you what, that'll be that's a big call. So the gauntlet's been put down.
Mate, up the dub.
Look at these two, eh? you know what? You two are a show within yourself. We'll have to do another special show with the both of you. We'll have some shits and giggles just with the four of us having a bit of laugh, especially when it comes to what we'll do is when it builds up to the New Zealand Street Stock Chats, we'll do a bit of a show between you two, and we'll see how we get on. Have a bit of a laugh, eh?
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you both for joining us, sharing a bit of a laugh and taking some time out from your busy schedule, sharing your calendar events of your big season. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that the weather doesn't stop things up. Just quickly, though, I know you got a battle aside with the weather, Steve. There's that bloody ferry that seems to be an issue as well, eh?
Yeah, the old ferry. Yeah, I thought that. I think it's sorted now. I don't know, but yeah, the bloody weather this Saturday, that wasn't ideal planning, but obviously Monday's a holiday, so we'll go to Sunday if we have to.
All right, mate.
We'll get it done.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for having us on the show. Really appreciate it. It's been a bloody blast.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll have to jump us on. Well done to what you two guys are doing. Great to get the Speedway word out there every way we can. So good. Well done. Good luck with the rest of the year for you.
Thank you, Steve.
Sweetest. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron, Wellington committee member. Cheers, Aaron Wellington committee member. Yeah. Look at them. They just want to care. We could have stayed here all night, everyone.
They could have gone on each other for a while, wouldn't they? Hey, hopefully Aaron will stay in the background so I can have a word to him so he doesn't take off on me if you can hear me here and just hang around.
Hey, everyone, just safe travels if you're heading out to Speedway. As Booker said, the calendar of this weekend's racing events are up as well. He'll do it every single week. And just be safe. That's all we're going to say. Enjoy yourselves. It's a long weekend. Booker's lucky. He's got a 4-day weekend because it's Hawke's Bay Anniversary Day Friday. Hey, good luck to Hawke's Bay too in the rugby championship, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, come on the
Come
bay.
on the bay.
I got to get that in
Hey,
there.
and remember, people, don't get excited when you leave the tracks this weekend. Don't put your foot down and be a dickhead on the road. If you want to be a dickhead, go grab a street stock car, mini stock, whatever you like, and get on the track. Don't do it on the road. We want to see you all turn up here each week safe and sound. So just remember, we all get hyped up at the Speedway, but we don't need to keep hyped up when we hop in our cars and drives home.
Now, let the race into the track. Those guys do it out there. And look, there's a wall to stop them. Don't cause any injury or harm or fatalities on the road. We want to keep the road toll down over the long weekend. I will see you down with Booker on Saturday. Our friend Steve Emmett, Dirt NZ, will be with us as well. We're heading down to Miami for the opening. So safe travels, everyone. Take care. Have a wonderful Labour weekend.
Yeah, and don't forget, we want the competition. If you can think of the name you want to call our show for the season, let us know. And a winner will get a prize pack. So be safe. See you on Saturdays, all those that are going to Miami. And we'll be live here Saturday in the afternoon too, along with Kiwi Motorsport Media, to bring you all the interviews for Saturday's opening at Miami.
Awesome. Look forward to it. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. And thanks to Bruce, by the way, for joining us as well.
During those first few hours, we had no idea. We came out of hospital, no complications. He was a perfectly healthy baby boy to us. The next morning, the midwives noticed that he was a little blue around the lips, and we were rushed to Starship. And from that point on, we had about 20 doctors and specialists trying to figure out what was wrong with him. Initially, they thought he might have an infection, but soon they discovered he had a heart defect, and quite a serious one, meaning he had to have immediate surgery just to keep him alive. I just remember looking into the ICU and the surgeon giving us the thumbs up and thinking, what a little fighter he was. Less than a week later, he had undergone open heart surgery to repair his heart, and a year on, we still have to remind ourselves what he's been through and what the future holds for him. It's probably more than any of us will have to deal with in a lifetime, and he's just one of so many kids that have to battle this for the rest of their lives. Some will need multiple surgeries and some won't make it past their teens. Heart Kids have been there for us right from the start, and they'll continue to be there every step of the way.
Welcome along, everyone. What was it like, that experience, jumping into your first race?
It's been my life ever since I can remember.
Look, it really was unbelievable.
I think it's awesome.
Just go out there and give it your every time. And
When you're young and you get in your old man super stock and you wreck it, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Craig Booker with the big smile. He is the voice that's behind what you get to hear every Sunday night.
Give it the hoot, Daddy. Look at that field. Doesn't it look fantastic?